laps.
Well, we understand, Jenny, that wave-light technology is set at world record pace. As we say, that world record 7:24.9, which has stood to Daniel Komen of Kenya since 1998.
Well, we just saw in the women's event, Femke Bol get the meet record of Great Brewer from that same year. So what an era of athletes we've got. And we'll be following the pace all the way through this race. They're set up to try and go through 1,000 metres at 2:29. Abachi, that is his job. Senek is then going to carry on to 1,500 metres in 3:44. And then we're hoping that Elmo will still be going at the 2,000 metre stage, 4:58, but plenty of that to follow. And it's a good indication, isn't it, that graph that you can see at the moment. It shows that sort of pace. And the world record figures, as you've already said, Chris, 7:24.90, Daniel Komen. Let's keep an eye on that throughout this race. But this men's 3,000 metres, it's really just been on fire through the whole of this World Indoor Tour. We've seen national records. We've seen Yared Nuguse from America set a national record. Sam Aiken from Great Britain. We saw Luis Grijalva set a Guatemalan record as well, and US Race set a Swiss record. So all of those races were in Boston and New York. Back over to Europe now, and we're hoping for some quick times, world lead, maybe that world record, but a few national records sprinkled in there as well.
Well, it's not just us talking up world records, by the way, as you can see from the wave light technology. The blue lights are set on world record pace. So it's something for the athletes that are coming here with genuine hopes of being able to follow that.
And this is Katie Moon. I understand this is 4:88 if all is going to script. Not to be on that occasion. Oh, in fact, 4:90. Well, she's ripped up the script. She's thought, forget the 4:88. And really good to see that motivation to hit these high bars.
She's going for a meeting record. Isimbayeva holds it from 2005, 4:89. That's why she's gone to 4:90.
Well, that makes sense. As we get back to this men's 3,000 metres, we can just see the pace has slipped marginally. It's still, I still say slipped, it's still 7:26, which would probably be the third fastest time of all time if these men can keep this up. And let's look at that time at 1,000 metres. It's bang on the pace that they asked for.
Yeah, they're aiming for 2:29. Akbash, the first of the pacemakers, has now stepped aside, and it is Filip Sasinek who takes over now for this next 500 metres or so, looking to get to 1,500 in around about 3:44. The chasing pack at the moment, led by Lamecha GIRMA, who's in third position overall. Grant Fisher then is next, followed by Mohamed KATIR, and then Jacob Kropp, who made a massive outdoor progress last year, didn't he, Jacob Kropp, just 21 years of age. Here's Katie Moon again for a meeting record.
Katie Moon for the second time, 4:90. Really good by our meet director there. We don't want to miss that. Don't want to miss any significant jump now at this sort of stage for Katie Moon. One more attempt at 4:90. Already world lead, 4:83. Well, Chris, it's interesting, you know, the pace is being set around about 7:27, which would be a world lead. We have taught world records, but it's interesting how some of these men have got preferences. We saw Alicia Monson over of the United States the other day. She set a national record, and she went off with the pace. The middle section slowed, and then she closed really quicker. She likes to wind it up. I'm wondering whether this is the same for these men here.
Well, we didn't get a clock stop at 1,500 metres, but it was just around about 3:44, 3:45, which is what they're aiming for. And those blue lights at the moment, just a few metres in front of Sasinek as he steps aside. And we move to the final of the pacemakers now, who is the Swiss athlete Tom Elmer, who will take them through to 2,000 metres. Now GIRMA, followed by Fisher, and then KATIR, and then comes Balou of Bahrain, who's come forward. He's in the top 20 all time with his performance as well, and those four have got away from the rest at the moment.
Well, interesting that there still is 4 men in it at this moment, and we can still see from that pace there's still sub 7:30 seconds, and a couple of the other pacemakers who's already done their job and already moved off to the side. They're really trying to make sure these men are keeping up this pace, but it is GIRMA at the moment, followed by KATIR, Fisher, Bellew, Kropp.
One of the athletes just taking a bit of a wide course there, as they came round into the home straight. So at the moment now it's KATIR, the one, as GIRMA puts the hammer down, and all of a sudden Grant Fisher is coming under a bit of pressure. It's a bit on the sharp side for him, this Grant Fisher, over 3,000 metres.
Well, bang on the money still at 2,000 metres. They wanted 4:58. It was 4:58.38. And this is all about GIRMA now. I just saw a facial expression. He looked like he was working really hard. But not only have we got records and world leads in mind, we've got a race still on at the moment. And this is hard for GIRMA now with 4 laps to go. He wants to run a quick time, but he's still got KATIR on his shirt tail.
Well, you mentioned about them winding it up, Jenny. They're trying to do exactly that. Lamecha GIRMA, number 7 on the all-time list when he followed home Wale and Barega on this very track 2 years ago. But Mohamed KATIR at the moment, the world bronze medalist over 1,500 metres, the European silver medalist outdoors last year, the Spanish record holder, isn't going anywhere. GIRMA and KATIR still right on world record pace. That world record that's just celebrated its 25th anniversary.
KATIR was really trying to get some oxygen in, wasn't he? He was doing some heavy breathing there. KATIR was absolutely on fire in 2021. He set all sorts of national records, 4 national records in that occasion. Couldn't quite do it in Tokyo, but he did do it in the World Championships in Oregon. And here we go. Everyone is rallying them now. 2 laps to go.
This is on. This world record has stood since 1998 to Daniel Komen. Lamecha GIRMA and Mohamed KATIR, if they can keep up to their work here, they're just sliding ever so slightly, working very hard. Less than a minute's worth of running between them and one of the longest standing world records in track and field. It might go to either of these. As you say, Jenny, there's still a race on.
Well, they're racing all the way through to 200 metres to go now. GIRMA it is who hits the bell, a world record attempt. Lechem GIRMA there from Ethiopia, Mohamed KATIR of Spain. And this is a real race with 150 metres to go.
That time to watch for 7:24.90. Still a chance with 100 metres to go. Lamecha GIRMA from Ethiopia, looking to keep the record in Africa. Striking again into the home straight, leaving KATIR behind. 7:24.9 is the time to look for. He's going to do it. Wow! Lamecha GIRMA of Ethiopia has taken down the 25-year-old world record. Not only has he done it, he's knocked a full second off it. Absolutely incredible. Levan does it again.
Well, trying to talk to an athlete when they've just run the fastest time in history. And I'm looking behind at Mohamed KATIR. He didn't win the race. He didn't get the world record, but he looks absolutely thrilled with the time that he set. That should be inside the old world record as well.
It is. It is inside the old world record. That is the performance that Mohamed KATIR has just put up there to take a European record. He's run faster than anybody else has run in the last 25 years. The bad news for Mohamed KATIR is someone ran faster than him today. To take a full second off that time